Hi, my name's Tony Medlock AIFD, coming to you in the month of October, one of my favorite months of the year. You can smell the fall in the air. It's fabulous, it's wonderful, and a great product is the contorted hazelnut. Most people are not familiar with it. I've actually removed all the foliage off of this branch just to give you a really close-up view and show you how awesome and amazing it is. It comes from the Salem, Oregon area, and Mayesh is the only place I know that actually carries it. So it's a great, awesome blossom to have in your shop. It's available year-round, and I just love working with it. So let me show you what I did with it. What I did is I started with about 8 branches and just bound them all together to create this awesome freestanding armature. And binding techniques are very difficult. You've got to get the bindings very tight. That's the most important thing. As soon as I had everything bound, I took all of the bittersweet branches and just added those throughout the arrangement just to create a lot of movement and a lot of color. The thing about bittersweet is it's really underrated. People tend to not use it that often because they really don't see the beauty of it. But if you leave it in water, leave it out in your shop, it really blossoms and opens nicely and has a lot of character. It's a great flower. The next product I used was these black chili peppers. I only see them in the fall, but they're just wonderful, and just tuck them in mainly at the bottom. We'll tuck these in right over here, right like that. So the next technique I want to tell you about is bundling, where you take whole bunches of flowers and use them all at one time. A lot of times you'll see them just used like a whole bunch of wheat just pinned into an arrangement. With this, I took the copper boulin and did a very intricate ballet wrap across the stem of this just for decorative purposes. But look at the length and the beautiful head size on the calla lilies. And a trick that I learned long ago is that if you blunt cut the stems, some people you can use Oasis floral adhesive, you can use many different things. At the shop, what we do is we actually keep a small glue pan that has wax in it. And the stems have already sealed, and the flowers will stay good for a good couple of weeks. So let's go ahead and insert these. Just wind these right through the bouquet. Just like that. And then to complete the design, I'm going to show you a technique on how to suspend the amaryllis. Amaryllis is available so many months out of the year. What we do at the shop to ensure that the wire or something isn't going to pull through, we actually take 1/4-inch tape and run all the way around. And then as you can see, we added a 1 boutonniere pin to either side. And then what you do is you take the brown paper covered wire from Smithers Oasis, you cover up all your mechanics and go ahead and cover up the stem of that, made a little handle. It now suspends. And as you might have noticed, the difference between this one and this one, this is how they originally came in. I was wanting something just a little bit darker. So we went with the Just for Flowers Tiger Lily and then just hit it with just a very brief second with cherry wood tone. Look how fabulous that looks. And the last thing is just put a nice little hook on the amaryllis. If you hang these upside down, they will last days and even into weeks, depending on how mature they are. Of course, obviously, as one bloom gets past its prime, you go ahead and pop that off, and the next one will continue to mature. So then I'm just going to add this right into the center. When I think about October and all the things going on, I always like to think of something a little bit different. Think of outside the box and think of how you can come up with something different, unusual. With arrangement like this, if you've noticed, there's no water source and there's no floral foam. That's because all the materials used in this arrangement will dry fabulously. You could easily have a client take this home and let them enjoy it throughout harvest season. If you have a weekly installation, you could use it for that and repurpose it back at your flower shop. Has a lot of many uses. So my name is Tony Medlock. This has been my pleasure to be your design star for the month of October, and I hope to see you next time.